To say that Jim Ellis is a successful Fort Lauderdale entrepreneur doesn't tell the whole story. So, let's start at the beginning. Jim was the baby of the 5 children born to Jack and Joyce Ellis in Chicago. When Jim was still a baby, the family moved to St. Louis, Missouri. His 3 brothers and 1 sister were not only close in age, but they were a close-knit family. The kind of family who spawned the kind of children who weren't afraid to take risks, and who were used to fighting for a place at the dinner table, or anywhere for that matter. Although an admittedly unenthusiastic high school student, Jim went on to college and was getting his pilot license when working part-time in a video store for $3.25 an hour. A man came and asked to buy videos. Back then, a video cost about $100 and nobody was selling them. Jim's answer was, "Mister, I'll sell you anything but the cash register." At that, the man said, "Oh, we're going to get along great," and bought about $3,500 worth of videos. They formed a friendship, and eventually, this man, who was actually Gordon McDonald, Executive Vice President of General Dynamics, loaned Jim $66,000 to start his own video store, naming it Movies to Go. Within 6 months, Jim had paid Gordon back, and 6 years later, with no further investment or risk, Gordon walked with over $10 million as together with his 3 brothers, John, Joe, and David, and his long-term friend, Tim Ott, Jim expanded his business from St. Louis to Dallas and Chicago. It should be noted that at the time, Movies to Go was the largest privately held and independently owned video chain in the U.S. At age 30, while building his 30th video store, a successful entrepreneur named Wayne Huizinga sought him out, and after flying to meet with Jim, made him an offer to buy Movies to Go. Long story short, Jim's Movies to Go became part of the Blockbuster story as the first acquisition by Blockbuster, and what's more, Jim brought with him some ideas of his own, like how to rapidly expand Blockbuster into the U.S. and internationally. Jim became SVP of Development, and by the time he left in 1990, Blockbuster had 1,700 stores, opening a store every 12 hours. In 1990, Jim formed Ellis Diversified Incorporated, a real estate investment and development firm. To date, Jim has invested in or developed in the Fort Lauderdale market over 2,500 units, including Wilton Station, Sunrise Harbor, the Tides at Bridgeside Square, 350 Las Olas Place, The Rise, 124th, and Eclipse, and others.
Jim, congratulations on getting the Lifetime Achievement Award for Fort Lauderdale Chamber. It's quite an honor and very well deserved. I've known you for a long time. You and I have been friends and partners for over 25 years, and some of the developments we've done together are some of the iconic things here in our town, like Sunrise Harbor and 350 Las Olas Place and various other shopping centers and offices. Some people would ask me what would be the term if I was to describe you, and it'd be probably intense. You're probably one of the most focused guys I've ever met. You are one of those guys, when he takes on a project, he finishes it. You got your opinions about things, but you know it's always in the right direction for that particular issue at hand. You're one of the guys that when you commit to do something, you get it done.
As a long-term developer, Jim has participated in the revitalization of Flagler Village and downtown Fort Lauderdale in general, serving as president of the Flagler Village Improvement Association, as a very active board member of the Downtown Development Authority, and leading many new exciting downtown initiatives expected to be unveiled during the next few months. 2 of Jim's high-rise projects in Flagler Village, the Rise and 124th projects, with approximately 750 total units, are expected to break ground before the end of 2016. Jim is also heavily invested in other nonprofits, serving as chair of the Riverwalk Board of Directors, working on taking Riverwalk to the next phase of activity as our downtown blossoms, and on the board of the Museum of Discovery and Science.
It's difficult to find the right story to talk about your friends. Jim Ellis and I have been friends for a large number of years. We have good stories and we have better stories. In that vein, one of the things I can tell you about Jim is he has a laser focus. Whatever project he takes on captures his undivided attention, and anybody close by will be caught up in that same laser focus. I find that he gives more than he takes. He's a great team player in most cases. He does have an opinion and he's happy to share it with you. Sometimes we're all on the same page and sometimes we're not. But at the end of the day, he's a change maker. He's making a difference in our community, and for that, I'll always be on his team.
For the last 4 years, Jim has committed his time, talent, and over $1 million to revitalize and bring Hugh Taylor Birch State Park back, while serving as president of the Friends of Birch State Park. The list of 50-plus projects is daunting, but over $5 million in funds and commitments from private and governmental sources have been received to fix the crumbling seawall, add a public floating boat dock, clean out Long Lake, create a meditation, install a new playground, build a new trail, and many other projects.
Congratulations, Jim, on your Lifetime Achievement Award. I've gotten to know you over the last couple of years, and it's been such an honor to work with you. You've shown such dedication and commitment and hard work in this park, and you've been able to accomplish so many things that we wouldn't have been able to do without you. And I thank you for that, and I look forward to many more years of working with you.
It may look like Jim doesn't have time to enjoy the finer things in life, but he's managed quite a few trips during the last year. While Jim prefers to be in shorts or jeans, he can also dress up if he has to.
Jim, for the past 2 years, you and I have worked very closely together, and it's been a joy. It's been a challenge. You don't know that you can't do some of the things you want to do, so together we try and do it, and somehow it works. You just make it work. You are a change agent. Somehow you see things that others don't see. It's a very special talent, and I've learned a lot from you. You know, at this stage of my life, to keep learning is a good thing. I'm building brain cells, so thank you for that. You are the hardest working person I know. That's why sometimes it's hard working for you. But we love you. Congratulations on a well-deserved award.
Stay tuned.